Hey, this is Paul Porter from 98.5 The Wire, and you're now watching That's Marketing.
All right, welcome everybody to another episode of That's Marketing, and we have the legendary Mr. Paul Porter with us. And thank you for your time. And
What's legendary mean? That I'm old?
no,
Oh, okay. I was just
you
wondering,
know,
man. Sometimes when I hear that term, man, I'm like, I'm not done, man. Legendary always sounds like you're done.
no, you're far
Okay.
from done. You are far
All
from
right, good,
done.
man. All
Far
right.
from done. All right. Well, you know what? For the people that don't know your history and your legacy and so forth, tell us about your history and what you've done and contributed to the music industry.
Well, man, I started out, man, in the eighth grade in Jamaica, Queens, man, and there was a DJ that came to the school. His name's Gary Bird. And Gary Bird made a record with Stevie Wonder way back then, man, and he talked to my eighth grade class, and I fell in love with radio. He was doing his poetry and spoken word,
Mm-hmm.
and I started listening to WWRL, which was a AM station, and over the years, I just started molding myself to be in radio. I played basketball in college, and I had a college radio station. I went to Northeastern. It was all as white as can be in Boston, and they had a little 10-watt station, man. And
Mm-hmm.
through that station, I got everybody together, and there was a rule: if you came to three meetings, you could become a member. So all the black students would be there. And make a long story short, I brought people up to the station, and they voted me in as program director. And the black music was only on midnight to 3 in the morning.
Oh
Well,
wow.
I became program director. I turned it all black, and you know, and through that one college radio station, Wendy Williams, she started at WRBB. It got Jay Dixon at Hot 97 in New York. Darius Walker, who's a news bureau chief at CNN. So college radio started me, and then I went to commercial radio in Boston. 1090 WILD, and Donnie Simpson hired me in DC later at KYS and NBC. I got a television show. I went to BET. I went to doing voiceovers and getting publishing on records as far back as The Whispers.
Oh wow.
And, I've done a lot of things in radio and television, and, times change and things have changed in the industry just drastically, man. I used to love the music industry and love the music,
Yeah.
but you know, I started a site 6 years ago, raprehab.com, and it sort of, speaks to the mindset where I'm at, because a lot of the content, I said we went from lyricist to the lyrically challenged, bro.
Yeah.
And music meant a whole lot to me, man. Growing up, I learned everything. I learned balance, and there's no balance in the music these days. And I don't blame the artists. I blame the system that we set up, and that's why I got the radio station, man, to try to help indie artists and try to control our images and news.
Yeah, and that's very, very important. Because one of the things that I do see is like we would definitely put out an abundance of ignorance sometimes,
Oh,
and then when you ask some rappers about social issues that impact our community, they don't want to talk about it, or they feel that it's not their place to talk about it, and and so forth. And for me, growing up in the Bronx, that's what hip hop was. I mean, you pretty much found out
yeah,
the
yeah.
news.
Hip hop is just a name now, man.
Yeah.
It was a culture for a long time, but if
Mhm.
I was 18 years old,
Mhm.
what does hip hop really mean?
Mhm.
Does it mean dram and broccoli?
Mhm.
You know, is it something conscious? There are
Yeah.
no public enemies anymore.
Yeah.
They are, but they're underground, not in the mainstream.
Yeah, definitely. And those underground, rappers, and that's what a show like this is based off of. How to help those rappers, get to that next level, or get introduced to like a program director, or into a station. Tell me a little bit about how important is it for an unsigned artist to approach college radio stations, with their single and their music.
Yeah, man, I'm a big believer. Now, the internet's so powerful, man. I look at college radio, I look at overseas, I look at pools, I look at so many ways to break artists, man. There's a lot of ways, but you just need focus, and you got to prepare for a marathon, and most artists want to run the sprint. They put a single out and they think it's dead after 3 months because nobody's on it, but nobody's done the work, and 99.9% of the world hasn't heard it.
Yeah.
So yeah, college radio to me is real important.
Yeah, gotcha. And through your years of working in the music industry and the different facets that you've worked in, what would you say is one of the most creative or unique marketing strategies that you have either witnessed or done yourself to push the music?
I always try to do big things.
Mm-hmm.
I try to skip the little leg work and the street teams, and I'm going for television shows. Like, I'll place artists on ESPN, some of their music and stuff like that, so they can start getting some income.
Yeah.
So, because when you have income, look, if you're an artist, 9 times out of 10, you don't have any money.
Yeah.
And you got to find some income streams and things to sell, and everything can't be free. So, I'll go for the big stations before I'll go for the little. I managed my cousin Chris Porter, and we started, we had a song with Pitbull, The Water Dance, which was a real pop song.
Yeah.
And we started locally in Florida. We started Tampa, got Wild, the rhythmic station, got Miami, Power. We got, a couple places, and then we got Sirius XM, The Heat. And, we sold 50,000 singles.
Oh, wow.
The video we did with Trisha Miranda, we decided to do a dance video.
Yeah.
And Chris is in it. That got 15 million views.
Yeah,
that cost $9,000, but it was better than doing a video with my boys out in the car smoking weed, driving in circles.
Yeah,
and,
gotcha.
And then when you're done, you got 26,000 views, and nobody's heard your song. So it's, and on raprehab.com, I got a section that's called Do It Yourself and Brain Food, man.
Oh, nice.
And artists now, there's no excuse, man. You can read, the information's out there. It's just, like you said, networking's important and getting a different perspective.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I definitely want to, make sure everybody know that raprehab.com and checking out that section. Because I have been reading up on that, and definitely some great tips, especially for somebody that's done it, and a good take on this digital age too, because I know things have changed, a lot, with the digital age. And you're right, there is no excuse. We have the internet that can take us across the world, and we don't have to leave our living rooms.
Look, another place to register is Sound Exchange. I used to work with Sound Exchange. And they get royalties from all over the world, from, Sirius to digital, across the world. And I found out a lot of artists have checks because records are playing in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Records are playing certain places, and a couple of $1,000s here and there makes a big difference in the indie's life, man. So there's a lot of things you can do. And if you like to pay me, I'll share those with you. No, I'm okay. But I will. But, that's why I posted them up on the site, because I know folks don't have money.
Yeah, got you. Well, we definitely appreciate you and everything that you've done for the industry and what you're currently doing for the industry. And also the new station that you have, The Wire 98.5.
Get the
Orlando.
app in the App Store or Google Play. Listen, man, and we're trying to merge hip-hop and R&B. like when you just hear hip hop and no R&B, you don't really get it.
Yeah.
So, we sort of mix some history in with the currents
Yeah.
and a lot of independent artists. And indies, feel free to send me your music. I'm here 24/7.
All right. Well, we appreciate your time and thank you so much, Mr. Paul Porter, the legend.
And I got shades on because I'm tired as hell. I'm working 2 shifts a day and programming 24 hours.
Look at that.
I'm really not that cool.
Team no sleep.
Yeah.
That's it. But once again, thank you, and we appreciate you. And any tips that you want to give to any aspiring artists that wants to do this?
Just have some patience, man, and try to get with some good people. There's so many slimes in this industry, man, and it's real easy to get sucked up with somebody that's telling you a story from like 1994, and it doesn't work that way anymore. And I feel bad. I know artists that give up a lot of money, and it's not to talk like, I don't think it takes a lot of money to get started, but like Wendy Day might charge somebody 80 grand up front. And if I'm paying somebody 80 grand, then you really got to have an answer for me.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm saying you got to have some money.
Yeah.
You can't go in this hoping,
Yeah.
So keep your job, work hard, save your money, stop buying rims, stop buying bottles, and invest in yourself. Because if you don't invest in yourself, nobody else will.
Wow. That's gold right there. That's gold. All right. Well, thank you once again.
All right. Thanks for having me, Al.
No problem.
All right.